everyone and welcome. Today I'm in the canning shed. So what are we going to be working on today? We're going out and we're going to gather some herbs. I hope you stay tuned. Grandma's Diary, June 19th, 1942. Today I canned more cherries, 14 quarts seeded and 11 quarts unseeded. This is a very good year for the cherries. Last year wasn't so good, but we're making up for the harvest this year. And welcome back. Get out the dehydrators because it's the time of year that we have to harvest some herbs. So let's get out and I'm going to show you what I'm going to be harvesting today. Today we're working on oregano. And oregano is one of my favorite herbs to work on, and we have a lot to pick today. So we're going to make oregano to make my seasoning mix. Now I make this by the gallons every single year, and last year I sold out within 1 week. So let's get started in cutting our oregano. So what you want to do is you want to cut off the first few inches of it. The heads of the oregano and the herbs is where the potency is. So you want to have the top of it. So I'm going to keep picking up some of this oregano and then I'll show you the rest of my beautiful herb bed. Now, take a look at how everything is growing. I will be sharing a video on every single herb that I have growing, and with the beautiful yellow flowers, that is St. John's wort, and we're going to use that into making some healing salves. We have lilies, everything is in bloom and everything looks so pretty this time of year. So I'm really excited about how the herb bed has come along. Hard to believe that we had flooding here just not too long ago. Everything is really coming out. Everything is popping its colors. There's the garden. Everything is just growing. And I'm really excited about it. So I'm going to finish picking my oregano and then we'll get it in the dehydrators and we'll get started on it. I also want to point out to you, the scissors I'm using came from the Dollar Tree. By far have been the best scissors I've ever had for cutting herbs. It was in their garden section. Very, very high quality scissors for $1 in their gardening section. The oregano that I'm picking right now is 7 years old. I got it free from a nursery that was getting rid of some of their plants. Alright, let's go down and pick some more oregano. What you see behind me is oregano, all of these different mounds here of green. So I'm going to pick all of this oregano, then I'll get back to you in the canning garage and we'll get dehydrating it. So it's a lot of picking to do, but it's my favorite time of year. So here we are once again in my canning garage, and this is where I do all of my dehydrating. And so we have all of this oregano. Now some of the oregano is what I call hot oregano. That means it's spicy and it's peppery and it's a wonderful flavor. So you want to look for some hot and spicy oregano. The rest of it is just plain oregano. And we are going to dehydrate all of this. And once it's dehydrated, I will always add some dried onions to it. And I also add some dried peppers to it. And all kinds of dried other ingredients.
variety of spices that you can make are countless. There's so many different things you can do with herbs and spices. And I really hope that you would get some herbs into your life. They're green, they're full of antioxidants, they're full of all kinds of wonderful medicinal properties as well. And it also brings an added amazing flavor. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm going to share with you what everything looks like when it's finished. This is what the oregano looks like, all dehydrated, just like this. And I'm going to share with you how I turn this into this. Now this is oregano with some of my other spices. It's dried peppers, dried onions, dried garlic. But how do I turn this into this? Really simple. There is no fancy equipment involved. It's your hands, one of these. So I take just a sieve, and I even have the price tag still on it for $1. And we're going to put this sieve in a bowl like this. We're going to take a handful of our oregano. And we're going to go like this with our fingers. Yes, it is a little time consuming. You could watch a YouTube video, or you could watch one of my YouTube videos. And we're going to crinkle it all up. And what we're doing is we're running our hands through the little holes here in the sieve. When we get down to it, then we go and add some more. Crunch it all up. And see how it's starting to look? And we just keep doing it until it's all ran through the holes. Now you could also use a blender, but there's some little pieces of wood stems that I don't like getting in it. And if you would use your blender or your processor, you would actually be getting all those sticks inside. So I'm going to finish working on this herb. And there's some more of it. Now this one is full. Maybe I can put this in yet. Take this, and I go like this. And that's all it is to it. I do about 5 gallons of this in a year's time in the summer. And however you want your spices. With your oregano, do you want to have some onion with it? Do you want to just have it plain oregano? Do you want to have garlic with it? And you shake it like that. And this one I have my garlic finely chopped. So what I oftentimes do is I will add a little of the garlic on it. And then I'll just shake it like this. So there you go. I make my seasoning mix. Do you like the old Williamsburg, Virginia look? It's easy to make that. Get a bunch of old sticks and twine, and you can start growing your own very authentic, old-fashioned garden and plants. Right here is another idea. Just find some sticks and make your own teepee. Doesn't cost you a cent. Here we had some grape branches that fell. I just took the leaves off and we made our own little grape wreath.